politics, she don't know that I can pace it. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bow down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me.
First opened in 1999. There's a good look at First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio.
Kick it and go. Kick it and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, and zone, scope. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on the show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, and zone, scope. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on the show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Running it back, never cap, out of the draft, watching me ball. Soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them all, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit it. With a stiff arm, spin move, and zone, scope. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on. Working the wheel, you're grinding that. You know what it be. Playing this here for the keeps. Had to make off with a feast. A family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Breed on with the game now. They're here with a lane now. My home second with a rain now. Legendary on the field. Kinda drip is a skill. It's the highest cruiser bill. Ain't nothing just the heel. With a stiff arm, spin move, and zone, scope. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off. With a stiff arm, spin move, and zone, scope. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go.
We come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Cleveland Browns. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. A gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. A shotgun snap for Watson. And right away, he lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Watson off play action. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards.
And at the 41-yard line.
Out of the gun, Watson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Looking to pass. Tua. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Gary and Conley.
Picked up by Gary and Conley. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. After the interception, here's Watson. Flush to his right. Pass incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again is Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 8-yard line.
And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run with Barkley. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Partner, do we have a medic here? Can I get a cold compress from my head right now? Watching these play calls, I know that they're in the red zone, but he's in his own red zone, not the opposite red zone to decide to go for it. How did this happen?
Hey, risky, but it paid off. I agree. You keep calling plays like that, you're going to need a lot of antacids on the sideline. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Here's a give to Barkley. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
And it's 3rd down.
Tua sets up to pass it. He's going to wind up and air it out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. From the gun, here's Watson. Catch is made by Harry. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Eluding the pressure right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. N'Keal Harry was the intended target, but it's going to be second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Watson. Got a man open, that's Harry. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Again, it's Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. N'Keal Harry, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Makes the score Browns 7, Raiders 0.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Handoff to Barkley, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll run on first down. Barkley pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Saquon Barkley.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa, and it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Tua going to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we...
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big play there for the Browns. 51 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach. I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
On 2nd and 10, Watson looking for the end zone. And now Watson throws another interception. Snags it for the pick. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line. And that's where the return stops.
1st and 10.
And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
2 and now on 1st down. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down.
Coverage defensively by Jeff Okuda.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Kaiser White. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he takes it all the way down to the 15. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
40 yards.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here. Just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
A 33-yard attempt.
Bullock's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
Take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. On first down, it's Watson. Over the middle, complete. It's Jacobs. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now a first down throw, Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. N'Keal Harry with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Watson now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. From the gun, it's Tua. Well, he's going to look downfield for Barkley. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. The intended target, Saquon Barkley. And it's third down.
And 10 yards to go.
Now Tua. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Gary and Conley.
The third down pass. Intercepted. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning
Well,
moments.
nigga about to get on that duty with you.
Yeah, everybody get on that dude and waiting on D to come back from the store.
Bet. Yeah, I'm about to get on that duty with you right quick.
I built my point guard. I built a player.
Bro.
Fuck, it ain't gonna be worth it. Damn, I ain't gonna have no badges, my paw crap, no nothing. I'm about to be all-star 3, dog. I don't know if I'm my paw crap might. I don't know. I don't know. Hopefully it will.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game.
Cause I wasn't tripping on the bad. I'm gonna have to work on badges anyway for the new player.
Yeah.
At least if I still got my paw crap, that'll be, you know, not as bad. You're gonna be looking ass to an 80 with all that rep.
Will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to
They compare that boy to Tim Hardaway, Steph Curry, and John Wall. He's gonna be straight slashing playmaker. They took away the playmaking bill I did. It's a slashing playmaker now.
I see that boy.
Well, you can see the bill.
No, I'm saying I see you. That's a good.
Yeah, trying to get him right, man. My nigga Rick looked at the press. I told him the center was gone.
I know you, Drew. This boy still got his tats and shit, though. That's crazy.
After the turnover, it's Tua. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Here's Tua.
Oh, man. You right. Yeah. Oh, man. That's crazy, man.
Hold on, D back. Come on. Hold on.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that will be incomplete.
Coming into this, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
The Browns take over 1st and 10
shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Yeah, nigga got the OE.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing it in. Watson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off with great anticipation. And his guys will set up shop at midfield.
Yeah, we gonna be good. I just got my other this game. Late one. Shit.
Who was that?
No, I'm talking about that Madden game. Fucking get my ass killed thing.
1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He's got Njoku, big tight end. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
Brandon Kirby's defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across the zone,
And the JV song was on.
That bitch stupid, though.
nice play, even though it was complete.
Hands into his left. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss.
Oh my God.
Lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. This offense in desperate need of
He ain't joining.
to come up on 3rd down.
Well, there you go. I was about to send you the invite. We was about to dressed in black, coming through the fall.
So another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. Because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether he's playing in what
Shit's stupid, dog.
or you start thinking about
Can't move the ball, dog. That's good.
My bad, cuz I didn't I ain't pressed the button yet.
Oh, damn. How you keep jamming, bro?
In a game with no rules.
Y'all niggas like that.
Bring it coke
Come on,
by
man.
the ton. Weed by the pound. Yeah. Don't whine. You dying. Beefing with these niggas I cruise with. Pass me the go. I'm about that walk. When you fly high like tough. Yeah. You paranoid nigga can't eat or sleep.
Oh, bro.
Pre-snap penalties for the ones that try to, especially your center right there. Dickerson, the center, with the false start. They'll now snap it to Matt Jones on the 2nd and 22. Pump fake, deep ball, and there's nobody gonna catch it.
We're in Oakland every night. Bitch nigga leg it, catch the sideline and Leo. About that people and daddy,
This shit
about that
stupid,
drama,
dog.
that mama.
This man ever passing.
Chilling like this,
Dropping it low.
looking like a
He
cat.
overthrowing into the other thing.
They were just backing up so that they could run that
He tossing these bitches, brain floss and I riches. Buy some t-shirts for pictures from my niggas in ditches. Still wishing it was here, but they gone unforgotten. In memory, I'm strapped up riding. You know me, nigga.
Maybe that was just part of the design of the play.
I'm ignorant, I pull the trigger, nigga.
And you come back on and run the square and then go. That's
Yeah.
a 87-yard touchdown pass.
Buckle in this world like glitter, nigga. Don't come between us, no matter what.
Come in here, come in for one step, and then come. That's the design of the play. Good protection up front. That offensive line gives them the pocket.
You could join me, D.
Touchdown.
I got this. Chilling. Ain't no nigga.
You don't need a big team. You don't need a perfect. You don't need any excuse at all. You just need to love
Chilling on the block. Been selling coke, fucking pop by the cop. Fuck that. Press that. With some must black. Or get flop. Hey. And they can say 015 come out the Glock. Oh, that's a must black. That bitch be easy too.
So you can go from 4.
Come on. Where you at, D?
We talked about the route and the good throw and everything, but it was 2nd and 22.
Yo, what that noise?
2nd and 22. You know, last week we saw a new record for passing, over 600 yards in 3.5 quarters.
What the hell? What that noise is?
Breaking today in 1 week.
He's got 363.
What of y'all niggas grinding meat?
If he stays in the game and has to keep
I'm talking about grinding meat.
like Mississippi State had to keep throwing.
What that is?
I don't know what you hearing, dog.
Huh?
I don't know what you hearing, brother.
We've been doing SEC football for a while. It sure
What that noise is?
the last 3 years.
I don't hear that shit.
It is a passing
Like a vacuum. Oh, D, you vacuuming?
Can't score shit though.
That nigga must have a vacuum.
Now we're talking about the isolation pass. Isolating the wide receiver on a safety.
Yeah, they moved the sticks as they gave Whitemeyer the first. Spiller with Kellen Mond. Now they move the motion man, Jacob Preston. Goes back over the middle. Whitemeyer again on the first down as he crosses midfield to the 49 of Alabama.
So 2 sides of this coin right here. Remember a week ago, Alabama got a big lead on Ole Miss and they gave up points and heard about it from Coach Saban all week about laying down their guard, using their edge. Excuse me, against Missouri. And this week now, for Texas A&M, they're starting to play, okay, whether we win this game or not.
This nigga do like 8 picks today, I think. Yeah.
You might well come get on, dude.
Yeah, definitely on the way. Big bitch on the road.
Yeah.
Back in Bama territory at the 49. 27.
Easy E, I got bitches galore. With my super duper group coming out to shoot. Easy E, motherfucker, cold knocking the boots, cause I'm a, hey. Think I own a drugstore. And if a sucker talk shit, I give him up. Hey, Bo.
Pressed into action. Josh McMillan Denver last year. He had a really nice season. He just hit the deck kind of hard over there. Sit out and play at least. Second down at 6, meanwhile for the Yankees. Line throws a tight one in there, complete to Chapman. He's close to a first down. It's Armed Service Saturday on CBS Sports Network today. And the first game of the Commander Chiefs Trophy Series is Navy battles Air Force. And earlier today on CBS Sports Network, Army took on Emily Christian, and they won.
Pick up with 50 enemies, slide my death. All 50 serious and dummy shot in the chest. Couldn't rest on the guy was stressed. Heavy around all the total system in my vest. Shit him like a hostage on the jump block. Call the cops, a thug nigga screaming west side. Bust a double block, hitting corners in my city. Suburban, the game got me drawing. Let me bother, I'm a sinner. I'm living in the head, second live on the feet. Cause they don't keep from me in jail. Keep me worldwide as folks. That don't give a fuck, riding as my soldiers. I'm just releasing on the warpath. Not so I can feel it. West side outlaw. Bad boy killer. Look at my mission, my competition, no longer beating. I murdered all the busters, now I'm the last motherfucker free. I bust the free, the last motherfucker free. My automatic round gets some watch for shooting. Now I'm the last motherfucker free.
Magic coordinator yesterday. Sometimes he doesn't go the right direction.
Worldwide, we back in the block.
He doesn't go the right direction when he goes fast.
Back in the block. Ass shot. Didn't tell you that.
He went fast on that.
Why you act like you don't hear me? Young Milton outlaws, really motherfuckers tell me. We was raised, fuck this life, I'm going to my right. Holding on the tight, keep a deck on my sight. It's up to my life, I'm cynical. Sleepwalking into truth. Walk around town with a bad food. Good food, and a long way from a 4-day. Dead away with a close starter. Say, brother down on my head game with this bag ass. Niggas get through flash ass. Niggas, only by my nigga to get on my man ass. Niggas, please, bust the freak, enemies, give me reason. I'm the last motherfucker free. Bust my automatic round. Down to the last motherfucker free. I walk around with a knife in my back. Talk about a bad day, I live a life like that. It's a fail, and I'm losing my hair. What's the hooligan? Falling out flat, yo, I'm ruining it. Breathing in suicide, no one give a fuck about it. I learned to like it like that. Without any of the zombie, the side of seed that the devil grew from. In the belly of the beast, that's where the fuck we come from. And still breathing, wasting. They walk with the basement. Just lost two of my coaches, they wanted y'all to take me. But I'm laughing because it's right. We love the war, motherfuckers out to do what you can. Shit, pop still doing it. You hoes can't do it. 2 million every time. Fuck a movement, we moving it. Folks kill for a meal. Folks still hold the wheel. I'm against the fuck. Fuck, take it real, take it real. We the raw on the spot. Style fighting dog 5 niggas. Give it up, we hit them up. They would put this team on look like. Last motherfucker free. Bust the freak, take it easy. The last motherfucker free. My automatic round got the party. The last motherfucker free.
Still, it's a first down inside the Alabama 27. Forward progress is going to get him down around the 21-yard line, I think.
I'd like to say that, when you're on the road, your goal is to take the crowd out of it. Well, there's no crowd to take out. Everybody just kind of sitting here going, okay.
Just a little under 20,000 here. It would be 100,077 with the new Yeah, we are. And we have a new booth too, and it's spectacular. Second down and 5.
Vanderbilt was wide open. No one covered him for a touchdown on the play.
Trying to get these guys touched.
I learned to like it like that when I was still in army. The solid seed at the tower run from. In the belly of the beast. We come from the shit I'm real. They want me to face me. Just off with my coaches. They want y'all to take. But I'm like, sipping the